guys, my name is Fiona Huang. I am a second-year student of Swiss Hotel Management School, and I'm currently doing my first internship in the Ritz-Carlton Budapest as a front-of-house trainee. The purpose of this video is to critically analyze my internship learning objectives, how I have worked to meet the objectives, what I have learned throughout this internship, and how will this benefit me for my third year and future career. First, let me go through my 3 learning objectives and analyze what and how I have learned to meet these objectives. The first learning objective was to familiarize the hotel chain and the property. I believe by now I am much familiarized with the Ritz-Carlton and the value and philosophy behind the Lion and the Crown. As I have mentioned in my previous video, before I started working, I had orientation with a human resource in which we went through every detail about the Ritz-Carlton chain itself and the hotel as well. We went through the credit card with the 3 steps of service, the motto, the 12 service values, the 6 diamond, and the employee promise. And after that, every day there's a mandatory lineup in which you attend and share the gold standard of the day and what happens in the Ritz-Carlton property around the world. For us employees, the lineup is not only for you to remember what is in a credit card, but also to teach you the meaning behind it through every different wow stories from Ritz-Carlton property all over the world. Moreover, every year we have brand standard auditor to check every Ritz-Carlton hotel from check-in until check-out. Thus, I have to learn everything by heart about the chain and our hotel, of course. The second objective is that I will be having cross-training in different departments such as housekeeping, front desk, guest relations, and reservation. This objective is not fully completed yet because in the past half year I was training only in front desk, guest relation, club lounge, and call center. The 2 positions that I spent most of the time was in front desk and guest relation. In front desk, I learned how to use the Opera system to check in and check out guests and also to perform other tasks as well. In guest relations, my main job was to greet the guests in the hotel, escort arriving guests to the room, and explain the hotel facilities, and also most importantly, to create wow stories. I did not spend much time working as a call center agent and a club lounge agent, but I did learn the duties as their positions, such as how to pick up phone calls and how to prepare club lounge meals. The method used for training me was mostly shadowing, although the first week my shift leader would go through the learning manuals with me, but it is more practical and easier to learn when you watch how the other employees do and you learn from them. For example, when I was training in guest relations, my guest relation coordinator would take me with her to escort the guests together. And while she explains to the guest, I observe the way how she does it, and I wish she would let me practice how to escort the guests as well. Since our hotel is rather new to the market, our occupancy was not running very high, thus I got the opportunity to help in our restaurant in August, as mentioned in the last video, then in November as well. Because our restaurant was right next to a local Christmas market, we had a huge influx of tourists coming into our restaurant and we were always short of staff, and that is why I spent another month working in the restaurant as a server. My last internship learning objective was for me to improve my Hungarian and French. For this one, I can say that my Hungarian improved a lot more than I first started working. As mentioned in my first video as well, I was too shy to speak Hungarian with my colleagues, but now I will only speak Hungarian with my colleagues. I did learn a lot of Hungarian words for hospitality industry or even daily use as well. Language was a barrier for me at first since our hotel's 90% of the staff are Hungarians, and not all of them speaks perfect English. So sometimes it is hard to communicate in regards to guest needs. But after this half year, I am more confident since I learned a lot from my Hungarian colleagues. And as for my French, unfortunately, I did not have the chance to learn, but I did speak with 1 or 2 French guests that were staying at our hotel or eating in our restaurant. Since I'm working for the Ritz-Carlton, it is well known for exceeding expectations. Let me share with you one of my wow stories that I made with my colleagues. There was an old American couple that were celebrating their wedding anniversary at our hotel, and I was the person who checked them in and then escorted them around the hotel into the room. Throughout the conversation, I found out that it's their 40th anniversary, so I shared information with my colleagues and we came up with something special to make their stay even more memorable. We made a booklet tied with the Ritz-Carlton ribbon, and the booklet is about 40 romantic things to do in Budapest since they're celebrating their 40th anniversary. While the couple was out for dinner, we set up romantic rose petal turn down service in the room, and then we placed the booklet and our hotel's signature royal chocolate cake in the room. The guest was very touched and they told us that this is the reason why they chose the Ritz-Carlton to celebrate such a special moment. To summarize this half year's experience, I can say that it really expanded my horizon and made myself more mature. Many positive and negative things happened. I have encountered many different guests and colleagues with different nationalities or backgrounds. I have received first-class cards from my managers or fellow employees. My name was mentioned on the TripAdvisor page of our hotel and so on. On the other hand, I have received thousands of complaints. I was yelled several times by guests in person or on the phone. I cried many times because of stressful work and duties. But I can say that it was a memorable internship that taught me how New Hotel established its place in the industry and slowly growing. It also taught me to work under stress and push myself even harder when I'm already under pressure, so that great result would come out. I can see that in the third and fourth coming semester, projects and exams will be harder and less time available for us, but I believe I'll be ready for it. So this is the end of my internship video that summarizes my half-year internship at the Ritz-Carlton Budapest. I have signed a new half-year contract with the Ritz-Carlton Budapest again, and in this half-year I will be working in the spa and housekeeping. So please stay tuned for my second internship video. Goodbye!